Is there anything you are seeing that Trump is doing that you are in favor of, that you think is the right thing?
Let me say, as it relates to all of those issues, we're just at the beginning.
Donald Trump enjoying his 28th day in office today on President's Day. And if you look at the polls, well, he's enjoying quite a bit of favorability, not just because of what he's doing, but also the way he's doing it. And up and down the line on issue after issue, the people seem to be supporting this president 4 weeks in to the 47th presidency. So Hakeem Jeffries, the leader of the Democrats in the House, well, he's got to come up with some kind of solution on this. And he had a tough time of it with John Carl on ABC News.
It's a toxic bait and switch that is underway, and we will continue to push back forcefully.
But Donald Trump's favorability rating is actually higher than it ever was the first time around. Let me ask you, a recent poll by Marquette looked at several of the things that he has done or says that he is going to do, and 63% favor federal government's recognition of only two sexes, 60% favor deporting immigrants who entered the United States illegally, 60% favor expanding oil and gas production, 59% favor declaring an emergency at the southern border. Is there anything you are seeing that Trump is doing that you are in favor of, that you think is the right thing?
Let me say, as it relates to all of those issues, we're just at the beginning. And the core promise that Donald Trump made is that he's going to lower costs for everyday Americans. In fact, we were told that grocery prices would go down on day one, on January 20th. Costs aren't lower. In fact, costs are increasing. The price of eggs is skyrocketing out of control. Inflation is on the way up. That was the core promise that's been broken. With respect to immigration, listen, we have to secure the border. We have a broken immigration system, and we need to fix it in a comprehensive and bipartisan way. At the same period of time, as Democrats, we're going to protect dreamers, protect farm workers, and protect families who help our communities across the country thrive.
There you go. On immigration, he's repeating exactly what gave Kamala Harris a stunning defeat. By the way, that whole, we have to fix it. We have to secure the border, and we have to fix immigration in a comprehensive bipartisan way. Why? I'm sorry. First of all, you did nothing to secure the border. Number one, it's been secured. It's done. Amazing how quickly that happened. Number two, why do you have to fix immigration in a comprehensive way? It doesn't require any comprehensive anything. They keep saying this, but no one ever challenges it. Why do you need to fix it comprehensively? Right now, it seems like the only thing that's broken about immigration that really does need to be fixed is you can't allow people to claim asylum when you know, for instance, they don't qualify for asylum. That's what's broken, because everybody comes in here, exploits our system, says that they deserve asylum, then they get refugee status, and it takes them like 10 years before they get their hearing, when at the hearing they're told, no, you don't qualify for asylum, you got to go home. And they're like, but I've been here 10 years. And then that's what's broken. That doesn't need comprehensive repair. And why does it have to be bipartisan either, for that matter? No, seriously. These guys have had every chance for decades to fix it. Democrats don't want to fix it. When they say bipartisan comprehensive immigration reform, they mean amnesty for everyone who's broken our laws. And Republicans want deportation. You can't resolve that in a bipartisan way. So here's how we resolve it. We have an election. One side said comprehensive immigration reform, which means amnesty. And the other side said lock down the border and deport everybody. That side won. So that's what we're doing. Sit down. Go away. However, he did say something about egg prices. Did you notice that? The big thing that Trump won on was egg prices and getting prices. Well, first of all, he won on a lot of things, not just inflation and the cost of groceries, but egg prices. Boy, are you enjoying some deja vu? Do you feel like you're hearing things every time you turn on the news and a Democrat's on? Steve Guest, who does some great work with various conservative groups out there, he's done a little research on this. 25 days since Trump's inauguration, CNN has mentioned egg prices 45 times. You think a memo went out? In the 25 days before the inauguration, CNN mentioned egg prices 0 times. Over on MSNBC, 25 days since Trump inauguration, they mentioned egg prices 80 times. 25 days before the inauguration, MSC mentioned it once, and I think that was Joe Scarborough. with Mika Brzezinski. I remember we did that segment. It's beyond parody. Excuse me. He's 100% right. It's beyond parody. It's not just that graphic that ABC News put up there about how Trump is popular on this issue and that issue and that issue and that issue. I wrote about this on my Substack this weekend at Larry VIP. They had a focus group in Arizona. Now, you would agree that Arizona is like the swingiest of swing states, right? It voted for Obama in 2008 and 12. It voted for Trump in 16. It voted for Biden in 20, and it voted for Trump again in 2024. But at the same time, both senators are now Democrats, but the majority of the congressional delegation is Republican. The governor is a Democrat, but the state House legislature and the state Senate are Republican. I mean, it is right down the middle, Arizona is. So it's a pretty good bellwether as to how things are looking right now for President Trump. So Axios did a focus group of Arizonans specifically about DOGE and what Trump is doing on the government efficiency and shutting down programs and all that stuff. The results are, I've never seen anything like this. In this focus group in Arizona, Trump won the approval unanimously. Not one person in the focus group said, yeah, I'm not sure about Trump. Every single person in this Arizona focus group was on board with Trump, Musk, and DOGE. Incredible. The Democrats are absolutely scrambling right now. So over on MSNBC, they decided to bring in the newly elected chair of the Democratic National Committee, Ken Martin. Maybe he's got a good idea, right? What are you going to do about this, Ken? You're in charge of the Democrats now. You guys lost across the board. Trump is rolling. He's got all these polls, all this favorability, unanimous over there in Arizona in that focus group. So what's the answer, Ken? What's the answer?
So many parts of our coalition left us this last election cycle, right? We know that, from Latino voters to working class households to young voters to women. You can go down the list. The only two groups that we overperformed with in the last election cycle were wealthy households and college educated voters, right?
Wow. Well, I guess that sums it up. Let me rephrase what Ken Martin said there. We're screwed. That's the Democrats' message right now. We're pretty much screwed. I mean, I got nothing else to say. He's right. He lost across the board. Every single possible group that they think they had some kind of sway with, they're behind the eight ball, and they've done nothing to fix it, except the same old thing, which is to demonize you, and to demonize President Trump and everybody in the cabinet. Thankfully, they've got the media to help them with it, but didn't work last time. I don't think it's going to work again. Have you seen the news from economists forecasting a depression, not a recession, a depression by the year 2030? We're in a perfect storm right now. Social Security and Medicare are hitting a breaking point, the largest generation hitting retirement. Yet at the same time, a smaller workforce means a smaller tax base. Pair that with growing national debt, rising cost of living. It's a problem, a big problem. And you can wait for the politicians to fix it because, you know, they have such a good track record. Or just a second idea, you can actually do something for your family and take matters into your own hands. Gold can be a safe haven in hard economic times, and Birch Gold makes it easy to diversify a portion of your savings into physical gold. Birch Gold's going to help you transition an existing IRA or 401k into an IRA in physical gold, and this does not cost you one penny out of your pocket. These are existing accounts that you've already got. So protect your future today. Text my name, Larry, Larry, to 989898. Here's what you're going to get. Lots of free stuff. You're going to get a free info kit on gold. Plus, you're going to get a copy of The Ultimate Guide for Gold in the Trump Era with a foreword written by Donald Trump Jr. There's no obligation, just information. That's what we're in the business of here, information. Text my name, Larry, Larry, to the number 989898. Do it today.